And hello, people. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're going to be doing Star Trek Online, starting in the Star Trek Discovery era, because we have to do some Star Trek Discovery stuff, and I'm bored. I just kind of want to get it out of the way, so let me get the game up here. So you can see what I'm doing here. See, I just took the screenshot because I figured it would look appropriate here. Anyway, so here we are. We have the Cherenkov. This is our disco vessel. So tonight we're gonna do the Age of Discovery, which is actually not that long, and I think we should be able to do the whole thing in just one go. It's only like 4 episodes, so I just want to do it and get it over with. So what I've just done, just to kind of make this more interesting, is I hate to admit this, but I have discofied my team for the time being. So yeah, everybody except for, you know, the unique characters. We're not going to be everybody's Discovery themed. Because okay, so these missions are actually the tutorial intro missions for the Discovery character you're supposed to make in the game. For whatever reason, the developers decided, hey, everybody should play these things, and they're just kind of awkwardly shoehorned here into the continuity, and they just say, oh, it's simulations. So that's what we're doing. We're doing Discovery simulations. So we're going to pretend we're on the holodeck, I guess, and yeah, it's a holodeck simulation. So go ahead and get started here.
Starfleet Command has commissioned another historical tactical simulation, and they'd like you to evaluate it as soon as possible. Ja'ula and her agents were a force to be reckoned with during the war, and were a direct influence on a number of critical events that took place then. This simulation will put you in the midst of one such event. I look forward to seeing your results.
Sure thing, Admiral Quinn. Sure thing. Alright. Plausibility of the possible. Transwarp me. Actually, scratch that, warp me, because we don't have transwarp in Discovery. We have mushroom drive, but this ship does not have mushroom drive. You always had to pick the weirdest looking Discovery era ship. Actually, I forgot what this class is, but I always found it to be a very weird ship out of the Discovery options. Because there's like such a small hull on the ship, but the engines are massive. They're absolutely ginormous chunks of engine on this ship. I don't know why. It's very silly looking. See, this ship is like 50% engine. Okay, well maybe it's more like 40%, but yeah. Now entering the Prior's system. We picked up extra supplies at the last starbase for delivery here. The Shinano and Cicada are expecting us. We should probably deliver supplies to the Shinano first, since she's closer. Helm, input the coordinates and rendezvous with our allies.
This is the USS Cicada. Switch to frequency 228.7 to adjust for ion storm interference.
This is the Shinano. Advise keeping shields up. Cloaked Klingon vessels are still testing our defenses.
Those dastardly Klingons are nearby.
Don't want our shields down for retaking prize.
Talking over each other again.
One more assault and we would have been at critical levels in several key resources. I expect the Cicada is waiting for supplies too. I hope you have what they need.
We have a bunch of hardware for them. We're heading there now. Heading to them now.
Lowering shields now. We are ready to receive supplies. Engineering has confirmed that all expected hardware has been delivered. Thank you. We shall begin repairs at once. Our computer systems have received significant damage from Klingon assaults. I believe the Baran is waiting for you to report in, so I will keep you no longer.
Understood.
This is Commander Ellen Landry of the USS Baran. Welcome to Pryor's World.
Commander, where is Captain Lorca?
The captain has requested that you transport over to the Baran to speak in person. Truth be told, we're not certain our hailing frequencies are completely secure. It's a long story. Let's just say the Klingons had a few tricks up their sleeve during battle.
Understood. Maven out. Yes, come along, First Officer and Science Officer. Let us go see what is happening on the Baran. I will say one interesting thing about these missions, they do act as sort of a prequel to the events in Star Trek Discovery. Because some of the events that happen, the writers kind of fed off the ideas that were in the first couple seasons of Discovery. So they created a sort of prequel that uses some of those events that are talked about but not really ever shown on it. The first couple seasons of Discovery. It's a fill-in-the-blank sort of thing.
Face to face. I'm Captain Gabriel Lorca. Welcome to the Baran. This is my first officer, Commander Ellen Landry.
Sorry to hear about Captain Schaefer. He was one of our best.
Agreed. A damn fine captain. Though from what we've heard about what happened at Corvan, his ship's in good hands. And my somewhat tardy Chief of Security, Amna Patel.
Apologies, Captain. Welcome aboard. We appreciate the assistance.
Engineering's this way, if you'll follow me.
What took you so long?
You try booking a reception hall during prime wedding season. I'm lucky to be alive.
My warrior. Braver than 100 Klingons.
Kapla!
We better catch up.
Before the captain throws us in the brig with the Klingons.
We've been mopping up here after our scrap with the Klingons.
The Klingons did not surrender Pryor's World lightly.
Cleaning up planet-based missile launchers was satisfying. The Baran is currently holding some Klingon prisoners of war.
You have green hair. Or is it just the lighting? I swear this dude has green hair. That's not regulation.
Prisoners we planned to deliver to a secure location before we ran into a snag. Lieutenant Kerwin, I have someone I'd like you to meet.
Welcome aboard. Thanks for lending us a hand. Mind taking a look at something here? I'm analyzing some issues with the Baran's critical systems, and a fresh perspective might shed some light.
What's happening, Lieutenant?
Somehow the Klingons infected our computer systems with a particularly nasty virus during the battle. Another House Mokai trick by the looks of it. It's in several key systems. Sensors, shields, weapons. Right now, we can't rely on any of those remaining at operational status. If they come back for a rematch, we could wind up blind and defenseless.
Alright. I'll check out the weapons.
The virus has really dug into our tactical systems. We lose targeting, can't even power up the emitters or launchers. At that point, the only weapon in our arsenal is harsh language, and that won't go very far in a fight with the Klingons. Their entire language is harsh.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Let's add some redundancies to this. Oh, yes. One of my favorite minigames are triangles.
If the virus tries to lock out a weapon, they should still work. Nice work. Tactical will need to make adjustments, but that should block the virus nicely.
All in a day's job.
We just lost port deflectors!
Bridge to Captain. Klingon vessels decloaking.
Look at the
Uh-oh.
bridge. I'm on my way.
Captain, internal sensors show multiple Klingon transporter signals in your vicinity.
All hands, repel boarders.
Ah, yes, this is part of the holodeck simulation I like. I love combat. Where are we going? This way? You have to go this way. No. Whoops.
Look at the bridge. We need those shields back. Do what you can to keep our port side away from the Klingons. Kerwin, I want you to head up there and give them a hand with the shields.
Are we staying in engineering?
No, I think it's time we went on the offensive. Landry, Patel, lead the way.
Understood.
Chief, get us to the armory.
On it.
Captain to sickbay. We have wounded on deck 17.
We're on our way, Captain.
Take one of these phaser rifles. We just finished modifications on them from data we gathered during the Prior's World fighting. The Klingons are in for a little surprise.
Nice work, Ensign. Captain, you don't have to ham it up so much. I'm having fun.
The Klingons hit the brig and released their buddies. Looks like they're heading toward the shuttle bay. They're gonna make a break for it, sir.
So, it's a rescue operation.
Lorca to bridge, acknowledged. We're en route. Tepev, Landry, Patel, take the lead. Everyone else, you're with me. Let's move.
On your six, Captain. By the way, the phaser rifle you get is actually one of the better phaser weapons in the game. The phaser full auto rifle. Oh. If you just want a straight up good phaser rifle, this is a good weapon to get. I'm not that crazy about the full auto feature on some of these rifles, but yeah. I'd rather have like split beam or concussion blast. Just my personal preference. Oh no.
Can you hear me?
What do we do?
Helen!
Cover me. Patel, give me a hand with this.
There's no time. Captain, you need to go.
That's not how we operate, Commander. We don't leave people behind. It's clear. Help her.
Thought I lost you there.
Fortunately, the captain had other ideas.
Nice shot back there. Glad you had our backs.
We need to move. Can you stand?
I'm using the wrong
I'll
phaser
manage.
rifle.
It's not as bad as it looks.
That game at least give me the appropriate phaser rifle in the cutscene.
Bridge to Captain. Shuttle bay access is locked, and the hangar doors are starting to open.
It's that damned Klingon virus again.
Bridge, this is the captain. Prepare the tractor beam, in case we fail.
Damn, it's even in the door systems. I'll handle this. Bam! Got it!
We're preparing to depart the Baran. Prepare for our arrival.
Not today. Not on my ship.
Change your plan. There, Captain. Then we...
You'll have to get through me first.
Oh hey, it's Galron. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Lorca to Bridge. The prisoners are secure. Give me a status report.
Sir, the Klingon vessels just went under cloak.
They'll be back. Count on it.
We need to get the Klingon prisoners secured. Unfortunately, our holding facilities here are compromised. Under the circumstances, I think we'll need to transfer the prisoners to your ship.
Vacherenkov is ready to assist you, Captain.
I think you'll agree we can't risk dropping our shields to use the transporters. You'll have to take a shuttle. It's a little old-fashioned, but if the Klingons are here to rescue their people, they won't risk firing on you. Your ship, on the other hand, will be a target. Be ready for anything.
Agreed. We'll be ready, Captain.
All right, these Klingons wanted to ride in a shuttle. Load them up.
You heard the man. Load them up.
My team will handle the prison transfer to your vessel. I'll have our security chief contact yours to sort out the details.
Very well, Commander.
Excellent. Are you ready to finish boarding procedures and head out?
Yes, thank you.
Good. You made it. Afraid I have some bad news. We're picking up some photon decay heading our way. My people believe it's coming from cloaked Klingon vessels, and I'm inclined to agree. Get ready for a fight.
Understood, Captain. All hands. Battle stations. Is that a little weird?
All ships, decloak and begin the attack.
move to support the Shinana.
Acknowledged, Baran. Maneuvering to support position. You fight well, Starfleet. The wreck of your vessel will make a fine memorial. The Klingons are trying to split us up!
All ships circle the wagons. Watch out for each other. We'll get through this.
Good, Starfleet. The harder you fight, the greater my glory.
Woot.
Nice work, Captain. Looks like the Klingons aren't finished with us at Pryor's World. Glad you were in the neighborhood. Things could have gone pear-shaped if you weren't.
I'll pass that along to Starfleet Command.
I'm sure that'll look good in your after-action report. Might put a little dent in my sterling reputation, but I'll manage. That said, we're not out of the woods just yet. I'll let my first officer fill you in on the details.
Understood.
This is Landry. As you've seen, the Baran is needed here at Pryor's World. And her brig is no longer secure. I'm afraid your ship is going to have to facilitate this prison transfer.
Understood. What's the destination?
The destination is classified, I'm afraid. I have the coordinates in a secure device, which, with your permission, I'll bring aboard with my team.
This is somewhat irregular, Commander.
I don't disagree, Captain, but we're at war. Things have a tendency to get irregular in situations like this. Some of our prisoners are high-ranking members of the House Mokai. The secrets they know are important to the Klingons, even more so to Starfleet. We need to get them into a high-security facility as soon as we can.
Understood.
I'd like to send Commander Landry and a team with you to assist on this. Call it a joint effort. But it's still your ship and your command. Agreed?
Agreed. We'll make it happen, Captain.
Oh, and one last thing. Landry's on loan. She's a damn fine officer and one of a kind. I do expect her back intact as soon as you're done, Captain. The shuttle, on the other hand, you can keep. We got plenty of those.
Of course. We'll see you soon. Cherenkov out. Well, you heard her. Well, warp to the Mendel system. I guess it's not classified anymore. Ha!
My team is on board, Captain. With your permission, I'll take the helm for this trip. I know the way, after all.
Understood. Take us out.
We've arrived at the coordinates, Captain. We're being hailed.
On screen?
Your presence in this system is unexpected. Transmit secure clearance codes now.
Warden Vosker, we're here to...
Awaiting transfer of codes. I should remind you that all of our defense systems are active, Captain. Vosker out.
Did he just hang up on us?
That he did, Captain. Shall I transmit the security clearance codes?
It's that or navigating that defense cordon, I suppose. Send the codes.
Transmitting initial sequence now. Lieutenant Kerwin, begin beta security code transmission on my mark. Mark.
I see there are security protocols here, Commander.
Very much so, Captain. Possibly more than they enjoy oxygen and comfortable socks. Transmission complete. The station is hailing us now. Shall I put them through?
Please do, Commander.
You're cleared for approach. Proceed to the following coordinates, and prepare for prisoner transfer via shuttlecraft. Vosker out.
Alright. Helm, proceed to the coordinates.
A word, if you please.
What's on your mind, Commander?
It's about Warden Vosker. I've served with him before, and there are some things about his character you should be aware of.
Which are?
Serving here allows Vosker to use methods and practices that would not fly on a starship. Some of his morals are fluid, perhaps dangerously so. Look, I'm not sure what Starfleet Command knows about him, but he still has command of the facility. Permission to speak freely?
Granted.
There are those in Starfleet who are more focused on results than the cost of achieving those results. Vosker is such a man. The Admiralty didn't order these prisoners here by chance. They want Vosker to get results by any means necessary. That doesn't work for me, or Captain Lorca. The ends do not justify the means. I intend to make sure the price we pay here isn't too great. I don't want to look back on this day with regret, or worse.
Very well. Thanks for the heads up, Commander. Interesting you say that, considering your character later on.
My team has the prisoners prepped for transfer. Are you ready to head to the facility?
Ready. Let's see, somebody else should come with us this time. Let's bring Andy and not. Actually, no, let's bring an engineer. Bring down.
Welcome to Facility 2047. I'm Hadrian Vosker. Computer, update the log to finalize the transfer of prisoners to this facility. Authorization Vosker Sigma 9. We'll take it from here. A reminder, all data relating to this facility is classified. Now, if there's nothing else, I have a prison to run. Feel free to show yourselves out.
One moment, Warden. Commander Landry would like a word. I'm assuming she would.
Thank you. Hadrian, it's been a long time.
Well, not long enough. Was there anything of substance you wish to discuss, or are we done here?
Warden, we want to ensure our prisoners are treated properly.
As in, according to Starfleet regulations, Hadrian, not your own personal code of conduct. Listen, we don't have to like each other. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's an impossibility at this point. What we need to do is work together in upholding the ideals and laws of the Federation.
Are you finished? Look, the Federation is the promise of a better future. I buy into that. Beautiful dream. People love to talk about it. What nobody wants to talk about are the hard choices it takes to make that dream come true. Every day, the Klingons remind us, though. And we pay the price in blood, sweat, and tears. So unless you're ready to learn some hard truths, I suggest you return to your ship and move along.
I think we need to see some of these hard truths, Commander.
Yeah, why don't you show us everything you do here, Warden? Enlighten us. Show us how you're keeping the Federation safe from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Hey, we'll even take notes.
We're ready when you are, Warden.
Wonderful. The prisoners are being processed. I'm sure they're being treated well. Better than the Klingons treated the innocent civilians of Pryor's world, for example. If you'll follow me.
Lead the way. You know, you guys didn't have to
Give me a status report.
stand so far apart when talking. This kind of seemed kind of weird.
Scans and contraband search all came back in the green. Warden, there's increased comms from the Starfleet vessel stationed at Pryor's World. It sounds like there's another fight with the Klingons there.
What's the situation? Are they requesting support?
I'm not sure. Sorry, the signal's gone. Some sort of interference is breaking it up, and I'm just getting fragments. So far, it sounds like the trouble is on the planet's surface.
Thoughts, Commander?
We have our orders, and no distress signal is being sent. That being said, I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I were back on the Baran, Captain. I've got the feeling the Klingons are about to make another big push at Pryor's World.
Understood. We'll get you back to the Baran as soon as we're done here.
Fine. In the meantime, we have a job to do here. Johnson, put the Priority 2 prisoners into GenPop. I'll make sure our Priority 1 guest gets into MaxSec, where he belongs. Captain, Commander, let's get this over with.
We're right behind you, Vosker.
Got a nice cell waiting for you, Mokai. Move!
I'm not sure leaving the prisoners here with him.
I cannot get over this guy's resemblance to Gal.
What are you hens clucking about back there?
Just wondering what you have in mind for our prisoners, Hadrian.
Nothing the Admiralty hasn't authorized before.
Johnson here. Operations reports a malfunction in primary systems and recommends a reboot.
Johnson, contact engineering. And keep an eye on things until I'm finished. Oscar to engineering. The bridge to isolation is acting up. Fix it. Now. Finally. Now deal with these malfunctions.
Understood, sir. Wait. What the... Sir, the primary deflector grid just went offline.
That doesn't sound good.
Look out! Klingons!
Johnson, initiate full lockdown. And get those shields back up, now! Johnson? Come in, Johnson. Damn, we've lost comms.
They're coming for you. Are you ready?
What was that? You say something? Good. Who shot me?
All right, let's get this over with.
Tartek.
Nice. Same to you, Haribach. Come on, stupid piece of work, damn it!
Problem, Hadrian?
I can't get the bridge to extend. We need to think of an alternative.
They can just throw him over there.
That didn't sound good. We need to get out of here, right now!
Let him fall.
Let me help you! Hurry!
You don't have time for this?
No, it's a bad idea. I read about this in the historical reports. Don't save him.
We are Starfleet! Since you've obviously forgotten, that is not how we operate.
Whatever. Let's get moving.
Haribach.
Fine, I'll let the simulation play out the way it's supposed to. Yes, we shall. We are Starfleet. What are we doing? Oh, what was that?
I don't have time for this. If we can't put the prisoner in one of these cells, we'll have to take him back to processing. It's not ideal, but it'll do till we get things under control.
Understood.
Let's stow this guy quickly.
Relax. His new home's right over here. And he's gonna be here a very long time.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. A car will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm in a...
I think we keep forgetting that they have transporters
You
too.
were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had
they
the
have?
time to end you. Like I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, surely true.
Who are you?
Wonderful.
Cover me while I get the shields back online.
Kerwin, help him while we hold them off.
Yes, Commander.
Get over here and cover me.
Yeah, you love shooting fish in a barrel. Any more? No.
I'd hold off on any celebrations. Long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon battle group, approaching at high warp. Without the turrets, they'll eventually knock our shields down and finish us off for good. Shit, it's only a matter of time.
Landry, thoughts?
Lieutenant Kerwin can get those turrets back online. We just need to buy him enough time to get the job done.
Then we'll return to Vicherenkov and buy him that time.
This isn't time for heroics. One ship against a Klingon fleet? That's suicide, and you know it. Face it, we're done here. Let's get essential personnel to your ship and get the hell out of here while we're able.
I'm not letting this facility or its prisoners fall.
Captain, the turret grid just came back online. Wait, oh no. That's bad. The turrets are scanning for Starfleet vessels. They've been set to see them as targets. It's that damned virus.
Lieutenant, I need you to get those turrets back on our side.
It's just like what happened at Pryor's World. They turned our own defense grid against us, and then mopped up what was left after the chaos.
We'll just have to stick close to the station and stay out of their crosshairs.
How did a Klingon virus get into our system? Klingons didn't even know about this place until
we brought the prisoners aboard.
Of course. Those clever bastards. It's a genetic sequencing virus. We did a full medical scan of the Klingon prisoners when we brought them aboard the Baran, and another one when they were brought aboard this facility. But
they never did a medical scan aboard my ship.
Fortunately, or your ship would be dealing with the virus too. Somehow they've managed to embed it within the DNA of one or more of the prisoners. If we can identify the difference between the artificial and natural bases, we should be able to isolate the viral code and purge it from the system.
Good work, Lieutenant. How much time do you need?
Maybe 5 minutes?
Alright, make it happen. Everyone else, back to the shuttle. Get back to the chopper.
Son of a... I can't believe he got away. After all that we went through here, anything he does from here on out is on me.
Don't blame yourself. Not like it could have been avoided. I told you to let go of him and let him die. But no, I gotta let the simulation play out.
You shouldn't beat yourself up for doing the right thing here. Besides, if we get him and Ja'ula, we can just pretend it was all part of the plan, right?
That'll make for interesting reading at Starfleet Command. In the future, well, yes.
Alright. You win. But we still have a lot of work to do before, you know, we single-handedly end the war and get promoted to Fleet Admiral. So let's get up to your ship and go after them.
Right. Well, let's go.
Ja'ula to Tavip attach. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Lei, to Schweb! Look up!
Captain, one of the Klingon vessels is hailing us.
Let's see what they want. On the screen.
Starfleet vessel. You are outnumbered and unable to flee. If you wish your crew to survive, stand down and prepare to be boarded. Refuse, and we will give you all an honorable death.
Let me think about that. Request denied.
A warrior's death, then. Good. I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps
That'll be the day. Red alert. Boom, boom, boom.
Satellites are back on our side.
Oh, don't run away. You're supposed to die with honor.
Good news, Captain. Latest sensor reports show all Klingon vessels are either destroyed or retreating. I think we did it.
Patch me through to Lieutenant Kerwin.
Kerwin here. Captain, all systems are clear over here. Not reading any Klingon ships on sensors either. Did we do it?
We did it, Lieutenant. But we couldn't have done it without you. No, we could have.
Captain, if it's all the same to you, I recommend we retrieve Lieutenant Kerwin and return to the Baran immediately. We haven't seen the last of Ja'ula and her forces, and there is a nasty digital virus still running wild in the Baran systems. Seeing as we have the solution to that little problem, I think it's high time we delivered it to Captain Lorca.
Well, and of course once Kerwin is aboard. Don't. Why'd you have to warp me through a rock? That's not how warp drive works.
Interesting simulation, isn't it? I went through it myself. Some of it was rough to witness, considering the final fates of Captain Lorca and the crew of the Baran. Seeing them in action, fighting at their side, makes their sacrifices hit that much harder. I'm told the tactical research team is working on another simulation relating to the events that took place at Pryor's World. We might be in need of your services again soon. In the meantime, I suggest review of today's simulation. As Starfleet Command is fond of reminding me, you might be facing the real Ja'ula and her forces soon.
You don't say, Admiral Quinn. Anyway, our rewards are generic armor and a phaser pulse wave rifle, which is not as good as the rifle you get from the mission, so whatever. Go ahead and restock, and we will do the next mission. We have before. Oh, we had to rail before. The Impossibility of Reason.
The Pryor's World simulation has provided some very interesting data. Starfleet Command wants to expand on what we've learned, and the latest simulation should help with that. Your participation in this simulation is important, though the subject matter may be sensitive. We're asking you to step into the aftermath of the battle at Pryor's World. You'll be dealing with the actions of Ja'ula and her forces there under extreme conditions. Good luck.
Okay. Alright, holodeck begin simulation.
Baran's in trouble. Those Klingons won't stop until she's gone. We need to get in there before it's too late.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Mayday, Mayday, this is the USS Baran. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Baran, this is Cherenkov. We are en route.
Ah, you come to save your comrades. Honorably. If
Sure.
That's a car!
Sure thing, wannabe. Go on.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Oh wait, I skipped dialogue. I wish they would not have thrown a fight at me while their characters are in the middle of dialogue. Because one, you can't hear them, and two, I'm gonna end up accidentally skipping things because I'm
Looks like
fighting.
we picked up some more Klingon attention.
This is the Baran. Our shields are bubbling.
Using essential ship systems. Now would be a good time.
Incoming hails from the Baran. What? The warp core! Someone's triggered the self-destruct. Oh! Oh my god! Baran! She's gone.
Oh well.
Can't be happening. Scan the area. Escape pods. Did she launch any escape pods? If anyone got away, we need to find them before the Klingons do.
We're starting to overact a little bit here, Lander. Can we tone down the drama? Just do not shit you. Looks like at least one escape pod launched.
Sick bay's reporting in. Captain Lorca needs extensive medical facilities. More than you have on board your ship. We need to get him to a starbase, or to Starfleet Medical.
Easier said than done, Commander.
I understand, Captain. The ion storm is getting worse, and Pryor's world can't be left undefended. But if you can spare just one of your shuttles, we'll get him there that way. Please? He's going to die if we don't do something, and I can't let that happen.
Let's see, if I remember the historical records correctly, isn't this the point where, Lorca got switched with his mirror universe self? So technically that's not our Lorca anymore, so I'm like, why should I? I'll hold that thought for a moment.
Sick bay's reporting in.
Yes. Okay. Well, we'll have Captain Lorca secure a transit shuttle bay for Provence. All right. Let's see who is going to come with this time. We'll bring the Doctor, and we'll bring Zarba.
We'll reach the edge of the storm soon.
Don't spare the horses, Commander. I've had a lot of days better than this one.
Enemy vessel on sensors. They're targeting us.
Take evasive action.
They're firing to disable.
They want us alive.
Shields are gone. Impulsive failing.
Get us on the ground, Commander.
Crash position. Ready for impact.
Any landing you can walk away from, huh? Tricorder isn't showing any serious injuries. You'll live. Atmos breathable, but this is a Class P environment. The cold doesn't kill us. The Klingons will. No way they're gonna let us go now. We need shelter, and fast.
Damn. This place reminds me of some of the places my family dragged me to for vacation back home. You really haven't lived until you go camping on Andoria. Makes this place look like Waikiki Beach.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Ensign. But those of us who didn't grow up on an ice moon aren't as amused. Emergency survival protocol. Break out the gear and supplies and find shelter. I don't want this weather finishing what the Klingons started.
I'll check the emergency compartment on the side of the shuttle. What do I got here? Pet supplies. Ah, look at these
Cave systems up
fancy
on that
coats we get.
It might be a good place to set up camp. Maybe even a distress beacon. I can use the shuttle's emergency transporter to send Captain Lorca and another person there. Get them out of this wind and cold. It's only good for one transport, though.
Well, let's do that and head for the shelter.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, we lost some pieces of the shuttle while we were coming down. Some of that might be useful here. We should keep an eye out for anything we can easily salvage.
Understood. You'd better go with Lorca. We'll catch up with you.
We made it. Takes guts to beam into a cave with an emergency transporter mostly held together with wishful thinking. Now, we just need to get there ourselves. The old-fashioned way, on Shank's mare, through a frozen wasteland. You take me to all the best places, Ellen.
Let's get out of here before the Klingons show up. Or worse still, fire from orbit. Alright. Tally-ho, team. This way.
Should we worry about leaving tracks that the Klingons can follow?
See those ice formations? Temperatures get high enough to thaw, then refreeze.
So, the snow will probably melt enough to lose our tracks in the next few hours.
Right, and if it stays cold and humid, we'll get more snow anyway.
Good news. Now we just have to worry about finding our way out of here.
You know, if it wasn't like definitely cold, this would actually be a pretty nice environment.
See those mounds of snow? Some of them are just going to be light powder, but some of those were built. Watch your step. There might be life forms in those, and they might not like unwanted guests.
Got it.
Kerwin to team. My tricorder says there's a piece of the shuttle manifold near your position. Grab it if you can, okay? We could really use it.
We'll get that component. Ah, it's, oh, scorpions. At least they're not spiders.
We got your widget, Kerwin. Never mind the beasties.
Sorry about that. I wonder if they were staying close to it for warmth.
Good work. Keep it coming. We're gonna need a lot more tricks to survive.
I know, we should make a snowman. It's this thing on Earth they call... Oh, that I remember reading about. Admiral, that's not part of the simulation. Oh, right, yeah.
Fumaroles. I was wondering if we'd see any. Here they are. Look, geothermal activity pushes heated water up. It forms those bubbling mud pools. Wouldn't recommend taking a dip, though. That stuff is scalding.
Got it.
Kerwin here. I'm picking up another piece of debris near you. Looks like some live circuitry survived thanks to a Duralloy shell. Can you grab it for me? Thanks.
It's not in an obvious spot. Probably somewhere among the geysers. Oh, what? Worm. Everybody good? Jackson Jarvis, he warns you to stay out of the things, guys. My Bolian friends do not stand in the scalding hot fumaroles.
Over by the rocks?
Yes, I do see it.
Yeah, I think it's another piece of the shuttle.
How many chunks of the shuttle did we lose?
What are these marks in the ice? Tracks of some kind?
It's big, whatever it is. Let's not wait to find out more.
Never thought I'd be happy to see a cave, but here we are. I can almost feel my toes again. This was a good choice. Defensible position, adequate shelter, picking up some water inside as well. Might be able to cobble up some fortifications by carving out some rock.
It's a start. Where's Lorca?
Looks like they're a little deeper in the cave. If I know Kerwin, he's probably hard at work cobbling a warp core together out of rocks, a hypo-spray casing, and a belt buckle.
Oh, I would certainly like to see that. Thanks, Chief. Let's find out, shall we? Cozy. Cozy place you got here.
Captain Lorca's life signs are stable for now. His medical unit is functioning normally, and he didn't suffer any further wounds during the crash.
Well, at least he's still alive.
Some good news for a change. Nice work, everyone. Let's set up camp. Kerwin, see if there's a way to send a coded distress beacon. To Pev, we need to know if there's anything we can use to survive around here.
Patel and I can start setting up a camp with our supplies. I'll reheat that rock that Curran heated up already. Yes.
Yeah. Nice. That'll be warm and cozy for a while.
There too.
Listen, I have to count on you. Landry's competent, but this might be too much for one person to manage.
We're in this together, Captain.
Yeah, we are. And we have to be prepared to fight. You and I both know it's only a matter of time before the Klingons find us. I need to know you'll be ready to make the hard call if it comes down to it.
Meaning?
You're dealing with Klingons. There's no room for weakness. The Vulcans know this. When you face Klingons, act from a position of strength whenever possible. When they come, you need to be ready to hit them hard. Give no quarter.
I'll be ready, Captain. I fought Klingons before.
You have, but not like this. You might find yourself in a situation real soon where doing things by the book won't get the job done. And people depending on you will die, understand? Trust your instincts when it comes to that, not the regulations. Be prepared to make the hard call.
Don't worry, Captain. I don't plan to let the Klingons gain the upper hand.
Check in on the rest of the team. They need to stay motivated.
It's not luxury accommodations on Ryza, but at least the cave's secure. We need some more food. If something indigenous proves to be edible, our emergency rations will get us through a few days, but that's all.
How are you holding up?
I'm here. Watching the Baran go. That was a hard hit for all of us. We lost a lot of friends up there. Right now, I think we need to get warmer. This cold's taking a toll, even in the cave out of the wind. Maybe Kerwin could figure a way to insulate the walls a little.
So what's your role in Landry's team?
As Chief of Security, I do a lot of team management, strategy, and planning. My specialties are in operational readiness and field leadership. Basically, it's my job to keep every one of my people in top form, and to deploy them where their skills will do the most good.
What's the story between you and Landry?
Ellen and I have served together for some time. If you mean personally, well, let's just say that the captain is aware, and he's given us the usual speech about how personal relationships can interfere with work, and so far, he's trusted us to be professional, which we've been.
So Captain Lorca doesn't interfere as long as it doesn't affect your work.
That's right. He's a pragmatist, and so is Ellen. She's really good at getting things done. She's not afraid to take a hard look at a tough situation and getting down to business. She tells me I have my head in the clouds sometimes, but I think she likes it, honestly.
Make sure to get something warm to eat. I'll check on the others.
Ah, good morning. I'm still working on this transmitter. It's pretty banged up, I'm afraid. If only we had some more spare parts, but I'll make do. And to think, I was considering becoming a holonovelist before I joined Starfleet. Good thing I picked up a few skills with transmitters and recorders.
Is there anything I can get to help?
Well, if you're serious about going out in that cold again, keep your eyes peeled for metal ores and deposits. Anything with magnesium, sulfur, or other reactive ores. Stuff like that. Stuff we can burn. Speaking of ores, we could also use magnetic or radioactive ores. Those I can use for primitive power cells.
What's your role on Landry's team?
I'm a technical security specialist. Computer security, encryption, force field, surveillance devices, explosives, the works. It's engineering, but, you know, without the engines. A little joke there.
What's your story, Kerwin?
I've actually known Landry since before we joined Starfleet. It was always something she really wanted to do. The chance to get out there, to live a bigger life. As for me, I was a video novelist for several years before she convinced me to join. I'm glad she did. On most days, anyway. Oh, and don't listen to Patel. I didn't join because I lost a bet with Landry. Honest.
I see. We're counting on you with that transmitter. I'll leave you to it.
I'm mixing up some nutrient broth from our supplies. Not the best smelling stuff, but it'll keep us alive. Gonna need a lot of calories in this weather, so we should try to find more food if we can.
Do you think there's anything edible here? Besides snow?
Well, we've already seen some wildlife. We're likely to find some edible fungi or mosses in the caves. Maybe some root vegetation. I don't know if I'd want to nibble on anything more complex. Contents could be dangerous to us.
What's your role in Landry's team?
I'm an assault team specialist, close combat, automatic weapons, squad support. If it involves mixing it up in a fight, that's in my area of expertise. Two-time Ushan champion back in my hometown. That's got me through a few scrapes with Klingons. They thought their batlets were the last word in close combat. They thought wrong.
Clearly. You're still standing.
Damn right. Combat isn't Starfleet's top priority, but sometimes we have to fight to protect what we value. Klingons are finding out what Vulcans have known for a long time. Andorians know how to fight. We fight to win.
Do you have any plans when we get out of here?
Yeah. I have a family back on Andoria. 2 wives and a husband. And we're all eagerly awaiting a young one any day now. We all knew that signing on to Starfleet would make career demands on my time, of course. But I'll be glad when this is over and I have a chance to see them again.
I expect we'll all be due some shore leave. Once we make it off this moon.
There was an Earthwriter who wrote that young men always feel the need to get married, or get in uniform, or both at the same time. I wound up doing the latter. I just don't like leaving opportunities on the table. The chance to have a family and the chance to serve are both too important for me to let them pass by.
Hold on to that attitude and we'll see where we go from here. Pretty sure he died in the historical records. Oh, I need to talk to Landry. Oh, yeah.
Doing the rounds, eh? Making sure your team's ready for what's ahead? Good call. I'd do the same. What's ahead? Yeah. Not a lot of good news there. Stranded on a frozen rock, no rescue in sight, and the sky belongs to the Klingons right now. Klingons! Beginning to wish I'd never laid eyes on them.
We're still in one piece, and that's what counts.
Good point. The captain's still alive, and I'm not. Commander Patel is still with me. Still with us. Starfleet trains us to deal with adversity. We'll figure something out. For now, let's see if we can scrape what we need to survive from this rock while we're here.
Come on, let's get moving.
Losing the Baran was hard. You know, I don't have much left. But I am ready to fight for it. For them. My people from the Baran, they're my family.
And most of them are
Starfleet?
dead?
They give us tools and training, sure. But the most important thing that they give us is each other.
Some stuff in here. Blows up. Worm. Somebody provide checks. Yes, thanks. I had to do that. And checks revives me. Well, you are a doctor after all. Oh, worm. Get out of the way.
That should be enough. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Big monster! Very big!
What? Oh.
I'm pretty sure I know what made those marks in the ice now. We better hope none of those come to visit the cave. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, good. Wait till you see what I've done with the cave.
Wasn't this joke kind of dated even by this time?
What you got there? Magnesite? Ah, indium. We can use that. I'll take those off your hands. The indium can give us some power. Just don't loiter around it. It's radioactive. I can probably use the magnesite to make some explosive charges. You know, just in case.
Sounds good.
Explosives? In a cave like this. That's not one of your best ideas, Kerwin. Even if we don't collapse it on our heads, we'd probably trap ourselves. We'd be stuck, unless we could burn a new way out with our phasers.
You have a point.
Sealing off the cave entrance and finding another way out is superior to being devoured by those ice creatures you mentioned. Put the explosives near the tunnel entrance. See if you can rig up a remote detonator. Better to have the option and not need it than to need it and not have it.
I should have just enough parts to make a short-range radio detonator for the explosives. I can work on that while someone else sets up these canisters. With the magnesium as an accelerant, and some of the gelled thruster fuel from the shuttle, they'll go up once a charge is applied to them.
I'll install the explosives. Keep it to me. I'll handle it.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece. Judging by the looks on your faces, you didn't come back empty-handed. That's good news. Come and have a seat, Ellen. Got a reasonably smooth rock, nice and heated up for you.
We found some useful materials. Yes?
Looks like the best rock in the house, too. Thanks, Emma. You're always looking out for me. Okay, let's talk next steps. Kerwin, we're gonna need that transmitter real soon. We've bought a little time, but not much. This cold's not going anywhere, and neither are the Klingons.
All good points. Time's not on our side here.
You're not wrong, but consider. We survived the Klingon ambush, and a crash landing, and those things that tried to eat us, whatever the hell they were. The captain's still with us, and we have each other. Remember, we're Starfleet. We can't give in to despair. When times are worst, that's when we need to rise to our best.
You're right. We can't let these hardships grind us down.
Agreed. Let's not lose sight of what matters the most here. Okay, everyone, get some rest. I know I'm beat. Please tell me we have some more of that moss around. I need to pad out my thermal bag. It's keeping me warm, but this cave floor is doing a number on my back.
I think we can manage something, Commander. Day 3.
I think we're in business here. The distress beacon's operational. It actually works. I mean, it's ugly and full of hacks, but we can send out a distress signal with the beacon now.
Excellent work.
Hold on. If we use the beacon, won't the Klingons receive the signal too? If they're still trying to find us, they'll know exactly where we are once we turn that on. This cozy little cave will be crawling with Klingons sooner than any of us would like once that happens.
Is there any way to mask the signal?
None, unfortunately. We turn it on, and it'll be out there for all to see, friend and foe alike. We're hoping that Federation ships at Pryor's World will hear it and respond before the Klingons do. It's a risk, but one we need to think about taking soon.
Yeah. We'll need to be ready for the Klingon response as well.
Agreed. They know we crashed. And unless they gave up the chase, they're still out there. And they will come running the moment they detect this beacon. Count on it. So, We need to be ready to deal with them, and buy ourselves enough time for Starfleet to get here and extract us from this godforsaken ice ball.
The cave's pretty defendable.
To a point.
Defensible.
They'll eventually bottle us in and use grenades or chemicals. We have to make it too costly for them to hunt us down. Catch them before they catch us. Ambush them.
Risky, but we know the terrain.
Here's the plan. They'll beam down at the shuttle wreckage and start searching from there. Their teams will eventually track our route, so we hit them on the way. We'll ambush them at the snowdrifts, then fall back, fighting our way towards the cave. Make them pay for every meter. We don't have to stop them, just slow them down long enough for Starfleet to reach us.
Attracting that much fire is risky, but I don't have a better idea.
Let's take position by the fumaroles and make the Klingons come to us.
Sounds good.
Remember, the Klingons can be beaten.
I know that.
Meet them with strength. Seize every opportunity. Give no quarter. Fight hard and fight to win.
Oh, I hear them.
Check on Masters. They're hunting us.
We should get to high ground and try to hide. Catch them in rough terrain.
Take the high ground, alright. Yes, there's a good sniping position.
Get behind cover. They'll be here any second. Everyone in position.
Ready. Affirmative.
I see them.
Wait for my signal.
Let's
There's
give
a lot
them
of
hell.
few grenades down there.
Keep up the pressure.
Get him, android. Yeah, we're doing good.
Keep firing. Hold the line.
Get down, you idiot.
That was close. You alright?
Get down.
I mean, I should be shocked, but I'm not really, so not really that shocked, so.
Kerwin's down!
They're homing in on our signal. Head toward the cave before they flank us. Keep moving! We'll dig out on the hillside by the rocks.
Wait, how did they get behind me?
Fall back to the cave! We can't let them reach Lorca!
We won't last long out here, even in cover. The cave's gonna be our best option soon. The rest of you should be ready to fall back to the camp. When that happens, I'll dig in here and cover your retreat.
Negative, Ensign. We can't afford to lose anyone else.
It's a sound tactic. If something goes wrong, you're gonna want someone watching your back. Keep the PEV in reserve in case you need to withdraw. Think like a Klingon. Consider every weapon at your disposal.
I'll make sure you have the time you need. Keep the captain safe. Tell my family what happened. Tell them I fought for them. And for the Federation.
Good luck, Ensign. I mean, yeah, that is the way it happens. So, alright. I will let it be.
Which one of you wants to die first? Ah! I thought you Klingons knew how to fight!
I give you a warrior's death, Andorian. It is better than they will see.
We can't go back and help him, can we? No? No.
Since you're back, I assume that the Klingons are on their way. Give me a phaser. I'll be damned if I go down without a fight.
If you're sure, Captain. Good luck.
It's you! A car, a house Mokai. I am gonna kill you!
It seems I have you cornered. Ah, my troops will deal with you. Golly, shoot! The minions died. But your captain is, as you said, a high-value
target. They smell blood. They won't stop now.
I think it's time we use those explosives, Chief.
Do it! Seal off the entrance!
There a problem?
Damn!
I know that look. What's wrong?
Kerwin had it.
What?
Kerwin had the remote detonator.
Make another one, then.
No parts. We used everything we had.
Just shoot the bomb.
Yeah, running a little short on those, Captain.
Set your phaser to overload and throw it in there.
No way. We just fried a whole package.
Or we can just do the dumb thing and sacrifice somebody.
Something with a tricorder, then.
Maybe? I don't know.
What the hell?
What are you doing? Come back!
This is the only way. Has to be done manually.
Wait! No! No, you can't!
I love you, Ellen.
Always.
Always.
You know, what should have been a dramatic moment just turns out kind of silly in hindsight.
you hear me? Umna?
Landry!
Umna, tell me where you are! Please! Come back!
Commander!
She's everywhere right now.
No!
She's over there, over here. She's
gone,
up there.
Commander. On your feet, soldier! Do not let her sacrifice be in vain.
You know, if only
He will not enjoy his time as a prisoner of the Empire.
I mean, I told you guys, just overload, set your phaser to overload and throw it in there. It'll create a big enough explosion and be like, boom. I guess they didn't know about that back then, did they? No. Sir, that back wall is mostly ice, frozen over the course of many seasons of runoff. You should be able to melt through with a phaser. The medium setting will generate a lot of vapor, but give it a clean bore. Better than waiting around for those Klingons. Oh, look, there's a convenient path right here. Why didn't we do this earlier? Well, it's a nice view.
Damn. It'll take a while for the Klingons to make it through the rockfall. Let's make sure we're ready when they do.
Can't they just transport themselves over here? Okay, whatever. We don't seem to have any options left.
Dead end. Give me options, people.
Photon grenades. Breaking through.
Klingons don't give up the chase easily.
Let them come. I'll take as many of them with me as I can.
Lorca here?
Captain Lorca, thought we'd lost you.
Not from lack of trying. My people and I need immediate extraction.
Ask and ye shall receive, Captain. Ready to leave when you are.
Some time later.
Personal log. Commander Ellen Landry. She's been gone for months. And every day I'm reminded of her. I even have her job now. Chief of Security. I took it to honor her. To continue her work. To keep people safe. The captain's recovered from his injuries. Mostly. His eyes don't handle the light very well. But like me, he forges on. This war, the Klingons, they've taken so much from us both. From me, for the captain, only duty remains.
Long-range sensors are picking up Klingon raiders in this sector. Ready for a little payback?
Always.
And then Landry became stupid. And died a stupid death in the show. Sorry, spoilers. No, really, she died one of the dumbest deaths in the show. And the thing was, is I didn't think she was such a bad character here in STO. In Discovery, she's dumb as rocks in Discovery. Because, you know, that's writing these days, and whatever. Anyway. That simulation is over.
There's a lot to be learned from what happened on that moon, to be sure. Ja'ula's willingness to sacrifice large numbers of her forces to get what she wants comes to mind. Her ruthless determination is bound to be a problem, and soon. The fanaticism of her troops and officers shouldn't be taken lightly. A great number of those forces came with her to this time period. I think we all have an idea of what to expect if we meet them in battle now. For many, the fate of Commander Landry is something of a cautionary tale. I prefer to remember her as an officer who remained faithful to her captain and crew until the end.
I beg to disagree with that, Quinn. I really do. Did you read the same historical records that I did? Because, you know, she basically kind of killed herself by being stupid. I don't think I would say that, but whatever. So, from this mission, we get a Disco-era Klingon bat'leth, which technically is a unique item. And you also get those fancy winter coats if you want to wear those again. If you want to wear it again for some reason, you get that. So. Cool. Alright, let me... Salvage? No. Text. Not salvage. Actually, I'm gonna go back to my regular rifle. Hold on a second. Okay, next mission. Next simulation. Secrets.
The arrival of House Mokai forces from the past is a cause for concern. Ja'ula is a controversial figure, and we need to handle the situation with caution. The wrong move could spark an interstellar incident, and after recent events, that's the last thing anyone in the Alliance needs. I've arranged a simulation for you. I want you to experience Ja'ula in action. Get an idea on how she thinks and fights. You might be facing the real thing soon enough, and I want you to be ready if that happens.
Are you starting to see the pattern here? Are you starting to feel it? Ja'ula. Ja'ula this, Ja'ula that, Ja'ula this, Ja'ula that. It's like, who the hell is this person? Why are they so important? Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's continue the simulation. Admiral, we are clear to enter the Alpha Quadrant. And can't you just transport me there? Yeah. Wasn't I already in the Beta Quadrant? Oh, what? Oh. Game. Delta Volana Station is just ahead. We're picking up some damage to the station on sensors. Looks like they've been in a firefight recently. Helm, take us in. Could be Klingons on their cloak nearby. But first, get that gas. I wants it. And I has it.
Glad you were in the area. Some Klingons just appeared out of nowhere. They can do that now, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, the whole thing was terrifying and strange. I mean, they shot at us,
did some structural damage, knocked some sensor pods out of alignment, and completely ruined my latest experiment, but that's it. They had us, and they just left.
How can we help here?
Our tractor beam is offline. Actually, it's a fried little puddle of sadness, but offline sounded better. If you can,
Who says that?
use your ship's tractor beam to move our sensor pods back into position. I'm sending the coordinates over now. That'd really help us get back to our research here. I mean, these gaseous anomalies won't analyze themselves, am I right?
Right. We're on it, Doctor. Stand by.
Nice. Sensor pod beta is online again. Okay. Sensor pod alpha is back online. Klingons are happening! A lot of Klingons! They're coming this way fast! Shields up! Weapons hot! They're gonna attack! Again!
Red alert. All hands, battle stations. Let us protect the whimpering Dr. Chan.
This is Delta Balana Station! We're under attack! Here comes Mokai ship! We're in big trouble!
Easy. Incoming hail is from Starbase 1. On screen.
This is Kensington. Sounds like the Klingons are making a push in that sector. We're sending some backup your way. Command's still analyzing these attacks, trying to figure out what the enemy is up to there. In the meantime, I need you to hold that system and protect the station. Stay sharp out there, and good hunting.
Thank you, Admiral. Let's go hunt some Klingons. Don't let one get away. That's a neat trick. It's the Glen.
This is the Glen. Heard you could use some help.
The target has arrived. All ships, fire to disable!
Shoot the Klingons. Klingons have been shot.
There'll be time for formalities later. Right now, we've got a problem. Several, actually. The Klingons beamed multiple boarding parties over during the fight. We're a research vessel. Our security forces are getting overwhelmed. If you could send some people over to help, we'd be much obliged.
We're on our way, Captain. Maven out. Captain, the Glen needs our help repelling borders. Are you ready to beam over? I'm ready. Okay, we can send the full crew this time. Let's see, who should go? Andy. Something new. Sounds good.
Thanks for coming. The captain still has control of the ship. She's waiting for you on the bridge. Unfortunately, the Klingons have several boarding parties between you and the bridge, and they're not taking prisoners.
Understood. Stay safe. We'll handle this. Surprise! Probably could have done that better. Cool. This is a crossfield bridge. It's not bad. Not bad. Very dark.
You made it. Good. We have a lot of work to do here. The Klingons have done extensive damage, especially to our power systems. Mr. Strahl is doing what he can to get main power back online. Care to give him a hand?
Of course, Captain.
Like the captain said, main power's offline. We're sitting ducks without it, and the Klingons know it. Let's get to work before House Mokai turns us all into trophies. Or lunch.
What do we need to do?
I'll do the heavy lifting. What I need you to do is to bring engineering control to a bridge console, divert the power flow, and enter the new power-up sequence I'm putting together. You got it?
Yes. Let's get to work. Alright, I totally know how to use these old, antiquated systems. Even though it looks way more advanced than what I remember.
Engineering control is transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow. Power flow is diverted. Input the new power-up sequence next.
Okay.
Nice work. Main power is back online.
Alrighty.
Nice work. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Our next stop's the engineering lab. I need to get our shields back online and secure some classified data down there. Believe me, we don't want the Klingons getting their hands on it.
Right. Let's get to the engineering lab. Turbo lift? Oh, this door. What is this? Gas. Take that. Right. What in the hell is that? Oh, it's that person again. What are we doing?
Not sure how she pulled it off, but that Klingon put a security field up between us.
Yaula. She's full of surprises. The rifle I'm using, it's a Mako pulse rifle. Got that from a freebie like a long time ago. It's a pretty decent phaser rifle. I like it.
Jaula? The Jaula?
Yes, the Jaula.
Just keeps getting worse. Look, I need to drop that security field. She's trying to steal that data I told you about on the bridge. We can't let that happen. Watch my back in case any more Klingons pay us a visit.
Look fast, Steral.
Most impressive, Starfleet. This tech will win the war for us. This will bring supremacy to my house and the Empire.
Whatever you say, Jula.
Wait, what? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field.
It does pretty well, but to be fair, this is the Discovery tutorial enemy, so they are kind of weak to begin with. So,
Damn, she's good. Locked me completely out of the security system. I can't get the field down. Fine, she's not the only clever one in the room. Watch my back. I've got an idea. Just need a little more time.
You'll have it. Kill more Klingons. Maybe? Yes. Klingons.
Wait, she's dropping the field? Look out! Here she comes!
Get her.
Shields online. They can't beam out now.
Ula. Face my fury. Face my rifle butt. Let's not aggravate the big monster thing. Okay, never mind. Too late. Ah, well, they have a giant tardigrade monster loose on your ship now.
Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest. Shame, really. It's nice once you get to know it.
After all, what's our status here?
Ah, well, I have good news and bad news.
Well, let's start with the good news, please.
The good news is I managed to corrupt a number of critical data files before she stole them. There's only 2 people in the galaxy who can figure out that mess now, and neither of them are Klingons.
And the bad news?
The bad news, well, there's plenty of uncorrupted data in there that the Klingons shouldn't have. It was classified for very important reasons. We need to stop her. Of course, if half of what they say about Jula is true.
It is, I think. I don't know what you're talking about.
Great. Takuvma's sister, one of the deadliest members of House Mokai. Here. Wonderful. Okay. They must be headed to the shuttle bay. I brought the shields back online so they can't beam out. If they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to get creative. Let's head down there before Ja'ula gets any more bright ideas.
Before we go, just what the hell was that thing?
That? You should probably make peace with the words, "it's classified," when it comes to what you just saw. Seriously, don't worry about it. Believe me, we have bigger problems here, starting with Ja'ula. We need to stop her.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I never read about this in the historical records, and it's kind of weird that's in here in the simulation.
Looks like the Klingon... That?
I wonder if Admiral Quinn has anything to say about this. Anyway, whatever. Where are we going? Oh, turbolift. Arr, I will make you die of honor first. Nice.
Do you hear that? Engineering! Emergency transport of the specimen to containment!
Get off. Seriously, why? Why do you have that on your ship?
You okay? Come on, let's go. We're almost there. We really need to stop Ja'ula.
After that, we're going to have a conversation about that creature, Doctor.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Let me add that to my calendar. Right after we stop the insane Klingon with our top secret data. Less monster, more Klingon, okay? Now let's go.
Okay, I don't know who's more insane here, you or Ja'ula.
We're almost to the shuttle bay. Keep moving.
Oh, Klingons, so many Klingons. Here, have a shuttlecraft. Huh. Okay.
She stole one of our shuttles. She bypassed deck security, got emergency evacuation clearance, and hotwired one of our shuttles. Unbelievable. If she wasn't trying to kill all of us, I'd be impressed.
I know. She is so incredibly talented. She could take on the entire Federation all by herself. Oh yeah. Options?
Well, that's a short-range craft. There must be a Klingon ship out there waiting for her. We might get out of this yet. Now head back to your ship. See if you can find where she went. We'll do the same here.
Alright. Amen.
Heads up. Klingon reinforcements are warping in. Protect yourself and the station. But we really need to find out where that shuttle carrying the stolen data went. There's a good chance it's on a cloaked ship nearby.
What exactly is that data?
Hate to play the "that's classified" card here.
Ah, of course.
But you know the drill. Sorry. Take it up with Admiral Kensington if we make it through this. For now, let's focus on those Klingons out there trying to kill us, okay?
Right. Tactical, go to red alert. Or you can wait 15 seconds to go to red alert. That will be fine. It'll be fine.
Get ready to be happy. I think I know how to find where Ja'ula went.
Explain. Quickly.
If the shuttle's in range, I can hack into its command matrix and send a self-destruct command. That'll make a big enough boom to reveal the location of the ship she landed on, cloaked or not.
Brilliant. What's the catch?
Yeah, about that. If the shuttle's in a ship, it'll be tough to get a signal through the shields, the jamming, and the cloak. Tough, but not impossible. Get me close enough, I'll make it happen. We just need to start sifting through this big haystack for one angry little needle. Leave that to us. You protect the station.
Understood. Good hunting. Found you. Ja'ula. Okay, she's gone.
Stroll's plan worked, but Ja'ula's ship was able to go to warp before we could disable it.
So I noticed.
There's still hope. The explosion did a lot of internal damage to that ship. She's leaving a trail we can follow. So, we're going to pursue Ja'ula and clean up our mess. Thanks for all your help here today. If we pull this off, it could make a big difference in the war effort. For all of us.
Good luck, Captain. Cherenkov out. Admiral, are you ready to depart the system? Yes, I think we're done with this simulation. So what did we learn from this simulation, Babs? Starfleet's willing to give me classified information during the simulations, but not explain what it is? See what Admiral Quinn has to say about that.
I think you have an idea who we're dealing with now. Ja'ula was a dangerous opponent in the 23rd century, and it won't take her long to adapt to our time. House Mokai was eliminated in 2389 after a century-long blood feud. When Ja'ula learns about this, it won't be pretty. She might find any number of allies within the Empire with grudges to settle as well. Unchecked, it could lead to civil war. Starfleet intelligence is working with our allies to find Ja'ula and stop her before things get out of hand. I'll be in touch when we know more.
You don't have anything to say about the classified stuff, Admiral? No? Okay. Anyway, mission rewards. Generic crap, which doesn't mean anything, so listen.
Congratulations, Admiral.
We're not even going to talk about that. Alright, let me restock the team, and we will do the last simulation. And then we'll be done with this part of the Discovery content. Alright, the last mission. Downfall, last simulation. Downfall.
The arrival of House Mokai forces from the past is a cause for concern. Ja'ula is a controversial figure, and we need to handle the situation with caution. The wrong move could spark an interstellar incident, and after recent events, that's the last thing anyone in the Alliance needs. I've arranged a simulation for you. I want you to experience Ja'ula in action. Get an idea on how she thinks and fights. You might be facing the real thing soon enough, and I want you to be ready if that happens.
Sure thing, Admiral. Didn't you just say that to me the last time we did the simulation? I'm pretty sure you used the exact same wording. Alright, let's begin. Oh, we're already here.
Glad you could make it. There's a little time and plenty to do. I trust you see the enemy vessels near your position?
Yes, we have them on sensors.
Deal with them. I need you conducting rescue operations as soon as possible, and the Klingons won't let you do that without a fight.
Understood, Admiral.
All right, that area's secure, for now. Let's make the most of the time we have. I need you to beam out any survivors on board the damaged Starfleet ships in your vicinity. Make it fast. The Klingons will send more ships, and soon.
Agreed.
One more thing. The Klingons aren't above ambush tactics, using their blasted cloaking device to get the jump on you. Some of them might be lurking around, waiting for the chance to strike.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Cherenkov out. Let's fix some ships.
The Churchill has been evacuated.
Oh, we're not fixing them. Evacuating them. That's right.
Admiral here. You're all clear. Many thanks.
Macedonia reporting. Evac is complete. We owe you one.
Don't congratulate me yet. Still one more thing to do.
Cardiff evac complete. All hands are safely away.
Nice work. Glad those Klingon cowards didn't get the better of you.
Thank you, Admiral.
I hate to ask this, but I have standing orders from Starfleet Command. I need you to scuttle those ships.
Admiral?
The Klingons have been scavenging everything they can to get their hands from wrecked Starfleet vessels. In the event we fail in our mission here, Command doesn't want the Klingons getting away with any critical resources. You have your orders.
Understood, Admiral. You heard the lady. Target and fire. Job well done.
Hard thing to watch, but it had to be done.
Agreed. What's next, Admiral?
We need some critical supplies here. My chief engineer's sending you a list as we speak. Beam those supplies over with the personnel you rescued. After that, I need you on high alert, patrolling the area. The Klingons don't give up that easily. They'll be back.
Understood. We're on our way, Admiral.
Surely you didn't think we'd let you seize all the glory here.
It's Shran.
And you. My chief engineer isn't too happy right now, but we made it in one piece.
We came as soon as we could. Wish it were under better circumstances. Ticonderoga's ready for battle. We've got your back.
It is kind of a neat little nod that they included Shran here from Star Trek Enterprise. So he's actually a captain at this point in Starfleet. So, yeah, nice little nod to Enterprise.
You're doing good work out there. The personnel and supplies you've sent might make the difference here today. That said, I have bad news. Our long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon force heading our way at high warp. They'll be here soon. Get ready for a fight.
Yes, Admiral.
Remember the lessons we learned in battle, especially at Corvan 2. They'll be preoccupied with conquering the base. We can use that distraction to our advantage.
Agreed.
We know how they fight. Don't expect mercy. It won't be coming from Klingons. Hit them fast and hit them hard. And captains, it's been an honor. Good fortune to you all.
And to you, Captain. Let's kick some Klingin butt.
Klingon attack ship on sensor. Fire at will!
They're targeting the civilian habitat areas. Stop them! Captains, we're reading more Klingon ships on our sensors. A lot more. This is it. They're making their big push. Our initial predictions are not good. I've given the order to evacuate critical personnel and the injured. We're loading as many as we can load onto the ship stocked here. They're too damaged to fight, but they're all warp capable.
Understood.
I need you to draw attention from those ships when they disembark. Buy them the time they need to get to warp and to safe harbor.
They'll have it, Admiral. Klingons. Klingons must die. They are not true Klingons. They are Klingons.
All ships, the Lafayette is underway. The Klingons did.
Of explosions. And now enters Ja'ula. The bestest of the bestest of Klingons. Besides
the Klingon flagship just dropped out of warp.
It's for Lucara.
Sounds like you have some history with that ship. What can you tell us?
Not
about?
really, but...
Wait, are you reading this? We're picking up some unusual energy spikes. Some new Klingon weapon, perhaps? I don't like this. Take the Lucara out of commission before it gets into weapons range.
Okay.
I see you still draw breath, Starfleet. This pleases me.
Cool.
I'm going to enjoy breaking you. And a fool, just like my brother.
Enemy fleet on sensors. It's time to board. We're under attack.
You'll help Starbase 1. Deal with the Lucara 5%. Ah, it's you. Guy, pinky pinch.
Shields go down. All hands, repel Walden. I repeat, all hands.
Oh no.
It's your stop. Get clear. Look, you bathroom. What?
Ja'ula's big mistake in firing an untested weapon that bends the fabric of reality. It's like, what did you expect would happen? Simulation over.
I think you have an idea who we're dealing with now. Ja'ula was a dangerous opponent in the 23rd century, and it won't take her long to adapt to our time. House Mokai was eliminated in 2389 after a century-long blood feud. When Ja'ula learns about this, it won't be pretty. She might find any number of allies within the Empire with grudges to settle as well. Unchecked, it could lead to civil war.
Didn't you tell me that before?
Starfleet intelligence is working with our allies to find Ja'ula and stop her before things get out of hand. I'll be in touch when we know more.
I think they just gave some generic repeated dialogue for Quinn here. It's like, because I've heard all these statements before already. Anyway, mission rewards. nothing special, nothing of importance here. Alright. So, that is the Age of Discovery. It is done. So, next time we get back to more normal missions, we'll be continuing with a quest story called Jewela's Discovery, which, oddly enough, doesn't have a whole lot of Jewela in it. So. Oh yeah, we'll do that next time. So, what did we learn from the simulations? We learned that Discovery was a very weird time for Starfleet, and Klingons were weird. They were not really Klingons, they were orcs and Klingons, and Ja'ula is the bestest Klingon, as we will see in the future here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll be back to our proper ship next time. Go back to our proper ship and not have to use the Discovery stuff anymore. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I will see y'all next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.